Started. Welcome to Lunch and Learn Zoom Friday. We're so glad you're here. We have Diana and Diana. Looky here. So Diana Graham, you want to introduce yourself again and tell us what you do and who you are?
What did you want me to do? Sorry.
Just introduce yourself to the group.
I'm Diana Graham. I'm in Ontario. And I help people set up digital savings accounts.
And who referred you?
Richard.
All right. Thank you, Richard. Well, welcome. And Diana Lidstone, we're going to hear from her in just a few minutes, but you want to go ahead and introduce yourself. You've been here before, I believe, but go ahead.
Hi there. Hello, everyone. Actually, I don't know if I have been here, but I watched the video that's on the website. So I feel like I know somebody already, some of these people already. Yes, Diana Lidstone, and I'm also from Ontario, interestingly enough. I am an author, a speaker, and a business coach or marketing coach for what I call seasoned entrepreneurs. So thanks for having me.
Well, we are so glad that you're here today. Do we have any kudos, celebrations, or recognitions? I know Olivia had a birthday. Anybody else have anything that they're wanting us to help celebrate with this week or last?
I'm going to jump in real quick for a celebration for the company that I'm with. We had 3 months worth of this, what I'm calling the iPhone drink of the decade. And all 3 months were sold out in less than 30 days. It's going like hogwash. It's going like wildfire. So great movement, and really excited about the benefits that people are going to be getting with mood, motivation, and metabolism, that visceral fat. Boom.
Fantastic. We'll give you some time here in just a little bit, and you can tell us a little bit more about that product. One thing I want to remind y'all of, Christine Early Elbert, here locally in our area, she's also in our tribe. She is the one that is the kidney donor. That's going to be happening in the next few days. So please put her and the recipient on your prayer request. Yes, Juanita.
I am so excited because today I will be launching my new wine adventure that you all got me all excited about, and I'm all in. And today we are launching. I am a new wine ambassador for the Boy Set Wine Collection out of Napa, California, and we'll also be doing virtual wine tastings and tours to the vineyards in Napa, California, Bordeaux, France, and Hungary.
Woohoo! Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, true. I stepped out of the box. I got scared, but you all helped me get in there. And Nancy, you lit that fire. So thank you, group. Thank you. I am in and on board, and we're launching today.
Good deal. Good deal. I think that is going to be a really wonderful asset for you to add to your business. That is really neat.
Hey, Juanita, are you sending us samples?
Yeah.
Hi,
Wine ambassador is part of the big table too. There's members in there. Yep.
I don't even have my samples yet. I got so excited.
Well, and we did learn something. I was talking to Juanita yesterday. Can you ship to Canada? Is Canada open for you?
You know, I don't think so. I even tried APOs. They don't allow shipping in those areas.
It's not cleared in the government because there's so many restrictions around liquor and wine.
Yes.
It's good. I used to belong to a wine MLM that was on the verge of coming to Canada, literally, and then the company shut down. So I know a lot about, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there are 6 states in the USA that will not allow you to ship, and Canada as well.
Do you have those off the top of your head that you can share with us so we know?
No, I'll have to go find my cheat sheet.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Just change the label.
One is Mississippi.
Just change the label on the bottle to be maple syrup, and it'll be okay.
Bubble bath. Bubble bath.
Grape juice.
Oh, we're awful. We may not can put this one online. Oh, goodness.
I will share more with you all later. Thank you for all the encouragement and the support.
Great. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to share?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, Vivian.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Vivian Geffen, Creativity Muse, and I got recruited last month to by a coach who was doing a one-day event and wanted some, interstitial kind of activities in between. So she brought me in to do improv with her people to get them in the frame of mind for the next activities. And it went so well that she invited me back this month. So I'm doing it again on Thursday. And it is really fun to participate that way and help presenters, give their participants a better experience.
Congratulations. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Anybody else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right, Kate, I see you. You are on mute again. Okay, hang on just a minute. Let me see if I can do it that way.
She says she's having to use her phone. So
There
you
it
go
is.
now.
I got it. Star 6. Sorry. A little slow today. I'm actually really super excited because I'm going to a jam session tomorrow. And it's been a really long time at a local restaurant, some people that we've recently really connected really well with. And he just wants to play. And so he's asked me to invite some people because we've been playing a little bit with some other people. So we're, and it's really funny because some people that I invited were invited about 2 minutes before I invited them to come. And I'm like, okay, so something's really going on tomorrow. So there's going to be some really awesome singing tomorrow and a lot of improv for me because it's country. I don't know country. So
Get with the
it's gonna be
program,
super
sister.
fun.
There you go. Make
I
sure
know
you
I cut
post
off
some
the big hair now,
videos.
so I'm going to have to start over again.
Well, make sure you do
I'll
some
put on one of my
Facebook
wigs.
Lives or some posting so that we can see it. Sounds like a lot of
Okay.
fun.
Just
Yeah,
wear a
I'm a very-
cowgirl hat and some boots and you'll be right in with them.
I don't own any of that stuff, so
Oh,
I
I
can
do.
I can talk I
Mm.
can talk with a Western or Southern accent, whatever you like.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
Let's go into our next category. Do we have any tips, secrets that you've learned this week? Any resources that you'd like to share with the group?
yes, well, I'm unmuted.
Go ahead.
I would love to. I actually recently got introduced to someone. I've already been doing sort of things in cryptocurrency for the last couple of years. And besides doing the thing with CFX, I'm doing cryptocurrency, and I don't know the lingo, but I've actually managed to do really well with it. It's really been quite an amazing ride. And I was recently introduced to someone that's doing a workshop, and it's a 2-part workshop. And I went to the first part last Monday, and he's a God-centered man, which really was one of the things that attracted me. And I really, really feel and get his integrity, and loved his first training last Monday. And this Monday, he's going to be talking about strategy, and he's redoing it again because of the popular demand. He's going to be doing it again next month. So anybody that's interested, I can send you a link. It costs $37 US for 2 evenings of education. And what I've learned, I mean, I don't know any of the lingo, so I was learning a bit of the lingo and learning more about some smaller coins and the opportunities that are available there. So he doesn't have a business doing that. He's teaching is what he's doing.
Okay.
So he does do private coaching, but yeah, it's amazing. Great information. So I'm really excited for this Monday. So anybody that's interested, just send me a note, and I'll post his link here and you can sign up for it. And he doesn't do any referral fees or anything. I just really like him, so I want to share.
Okay. Anybody else? I had something and I've lost my notes on it that I wanted to share. It was a really
Oh,
cool
Bruce.
And
resource. Yeah, go
Nancy,
ahead, Bruce.
I just posted it in the chat here, but I just heard about facepay.io. It's an alternative to PayPal and Vimeo. And one of the auto service places that I went to here locally and stuff sent me an email yesterday saying that they're starting to use it. It has 0 fees to the buyer and to the merchant. So I
Wonder
don't
how
know
they're making money.
Yeah, I have not investigated it yet, but it's
Maybe
mean,
ads, could be ads or something like that.
I don't, and it's
Using your
not,
face.
and it's not an app. It's just web-based, so you don't have to install any app.
Huh. Well, that reminds me, when you said Venmo, I saw there was a press release that went out that Venmo was accepting cryptocurrency. So I haven't checked that out either to kind of see what that, is going to look like or how they're going to do that. But I did see that.
Who is accepting crypto? Did you say?
Venmo.
Venmo. Okay,
Venmo.
cool.
Yep. All right. Any other tips? Go ahead, Claudio.
Yeah, just one quick thing. Now that the co-op is is part of CashFX as well, most of you probably remember Mike Weeb when he came on and did a presentation for us. He still is hosting every Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. He is hosting sort of a 1-hour seminar on Bitcoin. He keeps up to date with all the information that's going on and whatever. So if you'd like to learn, just some of the basics on Bitcoin, and you're free to ask any question you like as well. It's a free event, and I'll type the link into the chat. But it's basically every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
And guys, I'll tell you, he does a fantastic job. I plan on making that a regular Monday night event. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's been in this space for a long time. He also, let me find it. I believe it's called Bit Bullets that he has on Telegram. So if you're on Telegram, you get on there. He's got lots of resources listed as far as videos and training and different things going on. And, he's doing this because he loves it. He's not making any money off of this right now. He's just training and providing value to folks. So we really, really appreciate Mike. He's fantastic.
So I have one thing. I went on Olivia's video socials last night. And it was a really fun experience. And you get all different types of people there. And you get to record like up to a 3-minute video of yourself, and people critique it. So be willing to take the critique. But it was really cool because everybody had different opinions of how they saw each other's videos. And they had it structured really well. So it was, if you're looking, and then what they did as an aside, so that was free to attend. But if you wanted to figure out how to use their new platform to bring your videos into your social media, it was basically, they train you on a one press button where you could, put it to LinkedIn, put it to your different social media, put headers in it. Like, it was all plug and play. And they had a training program for that as well. But additionally, for people like me who are like too lazy to do that stuff, and I fully admit that, and I'm just too damn busy, right? You could pay someone to do your videos and upload them for you. But the platform was really good. And not only that, you get to network with people at the same time. So I'm sure Olivia's going to talk about it again. It's every Thursday. I think it was 6:30 or something.
Yes.
But try it out. I had a great time.
One of the things that I was going to talk to her about maybe is having her and that team to come on to one of our lunch and learns, and let's just do it as a segment for one of our lunch and learns to let everybody try it out. I thought it was pretty neat myself.
I agree.
What's it called?
It's called Video Socials.
It's kind of sort of like Toastmasters, but not, you're just doing your little video pitch like we do in here, but it's being recorded, and you get really a great template for feedback and all of that. And she has started in doing that and hosting those. So I love that. So we'll get with her and see if we can't get something like that lined up. But in the meantime, you can join one of hers on Thursday night and check it out. I believe you can go 2 times for free on that. All right. Next, announcements for events coming up. Who has some announcements? Go ahead, Barry.
Yep. So I'm just reminding everybody about the Small Business Virtual Extravaganza. It's hosted by Blaney Teal. and has a number of high value speakers on it. I'm going to put Forbes Riley at the top of the list. And there's also a vendor meetings Thursday from 6 to 7, Friday from 12 to 1. So Nancy, I'll be joining at 1 o'clock here. Friday from 3 to 4, Friday from 6 to 7, and Saturday from 11:30 to 1. I'm going to put the registration information in the chat. It is free.
Yes,
So
and I
just-
put an affiliate link. I signed the co-op up as her affiliate. And if
Why
we
don't you
get,
put your affiliate link in there instead of me doing it? Because I'm not an affiliate. I refer people, but I don't want
it's
a
not,
darn penny for it.
it's not, you know, for money or whatever, but we get, I think some, like sponsorship, deal, if I remember correctly.
So
so
could
I'll-
you put that in there?
Yep. I'll do that
Great,
as soon as somebody
great,
gets
great.
here to help me facilitate. But thank you for that. But it looks fantastic. You know, she always does a really great job on all of her events.
Got
Laura,
over
you want to?
1,000 people coming so far.
That's wonderful. Laura, you want to plug your event that you've got coming up?
I do. I love you guys. So this is the last week you're going to hear from me about this because it's happening next week. We're running what's called the eye-to-eye accelerator.com. So we did our summit for one day. And basically we wanted to give people a way to create more impact in their business, not just to more visibility, but be more impactful as people and reach out to others, right? So on all different levels. But also we want people making more money because people were working too hard and not making enough money. And really the bottom line is we need more money to live better lives to help more people, right? So we called the summit Impact to Income, and we got 5 speakers. It's one day on April 27th from 1 to 5 p.m. People like Alex Stern, the co-founder of Constant Contact. We just did his recording the other day, and I literally couldn't stop nodding my head as he was talking. The nuggets he gave us were like incredible. Like all of the speakers have so much gold for you that you can take right from that seminar and put in your business right away to show up in your bottom line right away. It's not 6 months down the line. It's like right now, this is what you should do. So we created that, and we have VIP tickets for the ridiculous price of $29 US. You get all the recordings, okay, and the behind the scenes that we did with the extra trainings. And I'll put the link in the chat. You guys can register. And if you can't make it, that's okay. If you have the VIP, they just send you the recordings, and you also receive a bunch of bonuses with that as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's going to be really amazing.
Thank you. And that also Blaney had an option too. And I got that for the recordings coming because like I said, all of these events, man, you got some really, really heavy hitters. It's fantastic. And so I have a special announcement today. You know, for our co-op, we've been working on these smaller projects. And as we get known and as more people participate, it's getting known what we're doing. And so I was very excited because we have a unique opportunity that I'm announcing right now. So you're the first ones that's going to hear about it. And it's going to go out email, it's going to go out on social media and all of that. This is not crypto. This is an e-commerce pre-launch project that's coming up in May. And we have a very unique opportunity for our group. The future of e-commerce is here. I want you to, no matter if you're interested, if you have zero interest in participating, you're going to owe it to yourself to come hear about this so you can share it with others. This one is going to be a little bit different. This one is going to be set up as a short-term convertible note that will convert to equity in the company. The founders will be coming and speaking to us live to our co-op and anybody that you invite. They're very well known. They're respected. They've got an amazing track record for success in the following categories: in launching and starting and building big businesses. I mean, 6-7 figures, guys, the e-commerce space, and making huge amounts of money. And so, like I said, I went ahead, and this is something that I thought definitely we want to be in the know about. So I'm going to send you an email and an invite, and I really, really hope that you will invite anybody. This is going to be a no pressure sales pitch at all. This is going to be an information session for you to come in. This is, I don't want to say this is a disruptor, but this is talking about the retail industry, where it's going. You're seeing it starting to happen right now. I'm just going to give you a little teaser with YouTube and influencers and how businesses have pivoted and are selling their products and services. This is amazing. This is something that no one is doing exactly like this right now. And so anyways, I'm just really excited to bring that to you. We may or may not participate. This is not going to be one of those where it's going to be, we're going to take our quarterly funds. This is going to be one where we're going to invite everybody and their brother to come in and take a look at this and pull our money, because this one will be like a $25,000 deal. We're talking big players here, folks. So quit thinking of yourself as small potatoes. We're talking multi-millions going into this thing. So that's enough said. This is going to be next Wednesday, and we're going to do it in the evening for people who may work. And so we're going to do this April the 28th, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Will be 6:30 Central. And I doubt, very seriously, I don't think we'll be able to record this simply because of what it is. But this again is in pre-launch, and this will be launching in May, which is coming right around the corner. So they're getting everything ready to go with that. Let me think if there's anything else that
Nancy,
I need to. Yes.
You said about not being able to record it. What if it's recorded and it's a private link through YouTube? Because I know I can't make it. I've already got an event that I'm presenting at Wednesday, and I'd be interested in hearing about this. So
I will ask and see if we can work out something,
Okay.
Like that.
Sure.
But I know just because of the, stuff that we're dealing at, we have to be super careful on the words that we speak and how we say, and, they're giving this to us as a courtesy.
Okay. All right.
And I really appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. You've been sending us really wonderful projects. We got some, our projects are doing great. And I'm love looking at the new ones that we have, potentially coming up. And so this is just getting to be a really exciting time for us, making passive income. That's what it's about, multiple streams of income. So, you don't physically want to work for the rest of your life in case you have health issues or something. You want to have enough passive income to come in to take care of your family. If you're like me, you're a workaholic. I'll probably, as long as the Lord allows it, we'll be working till I die, doing stuff that I love. But should that, something else happen, we want to make sure that we have enough income that we can keep our standard of living or then some. And multiple streams of income is the ticket to do that. So I just want to share with that. All right.
Nancy?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have a little blurb that we could actually then get some clarity as to how to share it?
I sure
Just
will. I'm going to send
explain
it. I'm going to send it to you in an email,
Okay.
and I've got some graphics
Awesome.
coming from the company so that I can
Oh,
make sure
great.
I'm doing everything that's in compliance with how they do business.
Perfect. Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. All right. At this time, I'm going to introduce our featured speaker, Miss Diana Lidstone. For more than 35 years, Diana has been a business owner and worked globally with small business owners who are tired of doing the marketing hustle. She's an international speaker and best-selling author of Shift into Rich, Navigate the 9 Roadblocks to Small Business Success. If you're ready to get more clients today from your marketing, you need Diana Lidstone's Marketing Proficiency Accelerator, a proven 3-step system that will have clients lining up to work with you. Diana can often be found walking her dog Bella and drinking champagne, but not at the same time. So help me in welcoming Diana to the platform. Welcome, Diana.
Thanks, everyone. When Nancy and I were talking about what I was going to speak about today, Nancy got so excited that, so what I'm talking about today is 3 reasons why you can't sell to everyone and why you shouldn't be trying to sell to everyone. And I want to start it off by sharing a quick story. Years ago, I was at a live event and a really well-known and well-respected speaker was on stage. And she said this: an ass can't ride two horses at once. Well, coming from the equestrian background, I just about fell off my chair laughing. And really what she was trying to say was that, you know, her version of the old saying that a fox can't chase two rabbits. In other words, you can't be doing two things and have them both be successful. So the question I have for you today is, are you perhaps diverting your attention from one rabbit to another rabbit? Or as I ask my clients, I said, are you suffering from what I call multiple dream client personality disorder? So today we're going to talk about why you can't sell to everyone. And I'd like to ask a question, and I'd like for you to participate in the chat. When, you know, how many times, if you think about it, have you been asked, who is your target market? How many times have you been asked that? Like a bazillion times, like twice, once, whatever. Yeah, hundreds, too many times, right? And you know, I don't know if you're like me, but when I think back to when I first started in business, I probably would have answered that question, well, anybody, everybody, or I might even have said, you know, in my own mind, anybody who fogs a mirror kind of thing, you know, when we first start out. But then as your business grows, right, we figure out who we don't want to work with. And how many of you have had clients that you go, oh, I really shouldn't have taken them on as clients, right? They're not your ideal. They're not your perfect clients. Well, that's really kind of the first stage of narrowing down your niche. And narrowing down our niche is the best way to serve only dream clients. And it's the way to improve what I call your marketing proficiency and to make more money. So when your marketing language, the language that you're using to attract those clients, speaks to your ideal client, you're going to get more clients and make more money. So maybe some of you are wondering, well, Diana, what the heck is marketing proficiency? So I'm going to use my flip chart behind me. So you might want to put me on speaker mode or whatever it is. Marketing proficiency is really about the effectiveness of your marketing and how it affects your business results. So there's three what I call undesirable effects of your marketing proficiency and one desirable effect. And I'm going to do these really quickly. So the first undesirable effect is what I call the nil effect. And I'm going to just turn up my volume here, so that might be helpful. The nil effect. And so the nil effect is when an organization is avoiding marketing. They're hiding in their little secret office and they're not doing any marketing. So what happens to their business results? They're kind of getting nothing, honey. And you know you're in the nil effect when your phone's not ringing, you've got no sales calls booked, you know, there's no clients coming in. The second undesirable effect is what I call the roller coaster effect. And the roller coaster effect is when an organization or a business is kind of doing their marketing like throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? They're trying this, they're trying that, nothing seems to work. They're not getting any momentum. And so what happens is that their income kind of looks like a roller coaster. It's up and down. And you know you're in the roller coaster effect when you've got inconsistency in everything. And the last undesirable effect is what I call the flatline effect. And the flatline effect typically means that their business growth is not accelerating, it's sort of flatlined. And this usually happens because their marketing is boring or it's stale. Maybe they've got a website that's kind of been there for like 5 years, nothing's happened to it. And you know you're in the flatline effect when sales really aren't increasing and you don't have your ideal clients. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've been here. I've been in all 3 of these. And so I have a question for you. Does one of these 3 resonate with you? So I'd love to hear in the chat. So nail, roller coaster, or flatline? I'd love to hear in the chat which one of those, if one of those resonates with you. Roller coaster, roller coaster. Cool. Yeah, roller coaster is the most common. Now, the second part to that question is, are you where you want to be? Are you exactly where you want to be in your business? Yes or no? Cool. Well, what I have in discussing with probably thousands of other entrepreneurs, they seem to be telling me that they would like something called predictably profitable marketing. So what does that mean? Predictably profitable marketing is you know exactly what marketing efforts bring you clients. Exactly. You know exactly what marketing efforts. So maybe it's speaking, maybe it's doing Facebook posts, maybe, but you know for you which one works. You have a rinse and repeat system. Rinse and repeat system, so it's duplicatable and you can generate income almost on demand. Predictably profitable marketing. So my sweet spot, the thing that I do the best, the thing that I love doing the best is helping these people create that. It's helping business owners and CEOs who are stuck. And it could be people like yourself, people like me, people who have multi-million-dollar businesses because they get in this flatline effect. To have a rinse and repeat marketing, to have sales presentations that help them stand out from other people, and to get more dream clients. So I'm going to talk now about the 3 reasons why you can't sell to everyone. But if you think about it, people up here aren't selling to everyone. When you have a predictably profitable business, you have drilled down to your dream client. And I have a PDF resource to give you at the end. Okay. So here's 3 reasons why trying to sell to everyone doesn't work. Number 1, focus is your friend. Focus is one of my favorite words. We all have one of these, right? When we go to take a picture with your phone, when you really want a real sharp focus, you simply tap in the center, right? And it makes your picture clear, sharp, you really focus in. But when you don't focus, you get kind of a picture that's a blurry mess and you really don't want to share it. Well, trying to sell to everyone is like taking a picture and not tapping in the center. You can do it, but the results aren't going to be so wonderful. So applying a sharper focus to your marketing is going to help you hone in on those people who really get the best results, who really want to refer you, right? So that's focus. The second is, and you know, we're not young people, all of us here. We know this to be true. It's impossible to please everyone. We know that, right? It's impossible. Some people, you know, you're going to say something, they're going to like it, they're not going to like it. Then there's going to be happy people and sad people, cold people and, you know, hot people. People are just different. And successful selling requires that we actually hone in on those people who we get the best results with. Good marketing actually does two things. It actually repels some people, pushes them away, and attracts some others. You want to attract those people who you are going to deliver the best results to. So, and those audiences who you deliver the best results to, they're going to become your raving fans, and they're going to bring you more people just like that. So focus is your friend. It's impossible to please everyone. And the last one is bland is boring. When you're creating an offer or selling a program, a product, or a service, and if you design it to appeal to everyone, it's rare that it's going to succeed. By the time you remove every element, take out all those elements that people go, oh no, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. You'll have little left to make your offer distinctive, appealing, and compelling. And with a lack of differentiation in the marketplace, what's going to happen? Nada, nothing, honey, as they say. So it's really important. The best products and services are distinctive and appeal to buyers who appreciate those unique qualities. So do your clients really appreciate your unique qualities? And what is it costing you not to hone in on dream clients? Well, I'll just use a different color. If I use this graph, and here if you have a wide variety of people that you're trying to serve, and here you have a narrow variety of the people you are trying to serve, it's actually in opposite. When you have a wide variety, your income is small. When you have a narrow, your income is big. It's like, who would you rather have work on your heart if you had a heart problem? Probably not an intern or a GP, right? You want the specialist, the guy who spent the thousands of hours. So if you want to quickly increase your marketing proficiency and increase your revenue, then remember, focus on selected dream clients, those people who you're really drawn to. Decide in the overall marketplace who you get the best results for. And 3, be distinctive in the marketplace instead of following the herd. So if you'd like to differentiate yourself, be more memorable, get noticed, and get more clients, and if you would like my PDF called the Client Needs Identifier, you can simply send me an email at diana@dianalidstone.com. It's really difficult. It's right there, my name. So thank you, Nancy. Thank you, gang, for listening. And I hope you're able to focus in on who your dream client is, because not everybody is your dream client. And you just really start spinning your wheels if you're trying to sell to everyone. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Diana. I was so excited to bring you on board because I think this is an area where all of us struggle. The 3 at the bottom, I've been in all 3 of those, and we go up and down and all of those things. And so I thought for the rest of our session today, make sure you put your contact information, that email address in there if you haven't already, Diana, because we'll sleep on this, but everybody will save their chat. And so if you haven't already, if you've got her on speaker view, go ahead and put us back on gallery view. I need to get a screenshot right quick before we start working. So I'm going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1 for our screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Take another one. 3, 2, 1. Okay. For the rest of this time today, since she did such a marvelous job, I'm going to open the floor for some questions. And then I want us to go around the room and I want us to work on our target market. I want to talk about it out loud. I want to help you. And Diana's here and give each other some feedback and coaching. So instead of working on our elevator pitches today, I think let's work on getting, and you know, you can have more than one niche. We've talked about this before, you know, more than one target market, but let's kind of drill that down a little bit. So does anybody have any questions for her? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Everybody's on mute. I muted you.
Yeah, I've got a question, Diana. So, because I got to bolt off of here at 1:30 because I've got showing my house here. In regards to target market, so basically, what I'm doing is I show stressed out entrepreneurs how to increase mental fitness with holistic coaching to achieve heightened well-being. So, targeting stressed out entrepreneurs, it could be an array of different people, but not everybody. So I'm looking at stressed out entrepreneurs. That is the key word, if you will, in regards to looking at those individuals who are looking for change and want to increase their mental fitness. So that's my tagline is in regards to what I do. I show stressed out entrepreneurs how to increase mental fitness with holistic coaching to achieve heightened well-being. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I think, you know, stressed out entrepreneurs could be a big category, but they have to want what you're offering.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that when I'm working with clients is that I really try to get them to focus in on, and you did it somewhat, the results that people get with you. And the results, and I think you said, what was the last bit of your pitch?
Well, the results would be to increase mental fitness,
right,
with holistic coaching to achieve heightened well-being. This is the tagline that we've been working with for months.
Okay, so heightened well-being, I'm not sure exactly what that means. And I would ask you, what are some concrete things that people actually get? Like, I know my clients want to get more clients and they want to be more profitable. And they go, okay, yeah, that's what I want. Now, maybe it's because I'm not your ideal client that I don't know what that means.
No, so, I think I can change the well-being to with holistic coaching to achieve heightened mood, motivation, and metabolism. Because those are the three results that they're getting.
And what does that bring them?
Increased mental fitness.
What does that bring them?
Vague words.
So what does that mean? What does that look like?
It's more, what does that look like? Great question.
They have a balanced mind, body, spirit.
What does that, in their world, what does that look like?
I feel better.
Could be, but so when they feel better, what happens?
What is the result on their business, I think is what she's asking, because people's primary is how's that going to help me in a tangible way in my real world?
Right. It could be their business or their life. Are they getting, are they?
Exactly. So what's the specific?
Right. That's what I mean by tangible. So are they, you know, are they able to get another career? Are they able to move up the corporate ladder? Are they growing their business? Are they having better relationships at home? Are they making more money?
Maybe on their mental clarity, Jeffrey, where they have, you know, better focus on their activities, or they get more done per hour, or, you know, some of those type things, maybe how you can draw it into their business, some specific, and I know you have to be careful in your industry, you know, what you say.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is that instead of using heightened, I'd say increase your bottom line, increase your business, increase your productivity or something. Just one of the things, there's another person that really focuses on limbic messaging and because the people make buying decisions on their limbic brain. And whenever we come up with a word that we don't quite understand, it takes them out of the limbic process.
Bruce,
and
third
we
grade,
lose
one
the sale.
syllable. What's limbic?
It's your feeling brain. It's
Emotional decisions.
emotional decisions and that. It's any big word that causes you to think, what the heck does that mean? You're now in your thinking brain and you've lost the sale.
Yeah. So, you know, you talk very often in our, or I do when I'm teaching people how to create, you know, their elevator pitch or whatever. What emotional words can you put in? So emotional words like I might use, are you sick and tired of? Are you frustrated? Are you whatever? And they go, oh shit, that's me. Yeah. They have to self-identify in there. That's all.
Right. Okay, thanks. Those are great nuggets. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Anybody else have any questions or would like to work on your target market? Go ahead, Vivian.
I would, because because I'm working in the realm of creativity and people have very preset notions of what that is when I say, you know, I'm a creativity coach or a creativity consultant, and immediately it goes to art or some sort of expressive thing, but I'm really talking about creative thinking. And so it gets a little, you know, a little heady, I guess, or a little confused, you know, like out like this last conversation, just a little bit out of the feeling brain, you know, not that art can't be addressed, but one of the things like my book that I'm working on is Creativity for Practical People. So I wanting to work with people who find themselves desiring change, but, you know, are stuck because they took paths of practicality or safety or following parents' expectations, society's expectations, but now maybe there's so much change and insecurity in the world right now that things are getting taken away. So my stance is that trusting your creativity and having a real skill of creative thinking allows you to pivot, to change, to be open to possibility, and to look at things with more just hope, you know, hope and empowerment. So like, as I was listening, I was thinking like, you know, things that people get are new perspectives on their problems, courage to change, belief in their ideas. Yeah, so
I learned many years ago, and I forget the woman's name, you know, call it pandemic brain here, but when we are speaking to people and when we were talking about what we are doing and we want them to connect with us, one of the best ways is to talk about them in such a way that they go, that's me. So what I mean is, you know, if I said, how many of you are parents? You would either say yes or no. How many of you are mothers or single mothers or whatever it happens to be? We go yes or no. We're a business owner, yes or no. Vivian, I'm not sure who you are speaking to.
well, yeah, well, I'm speaking to people who have been successful in an endeavor that is no longer quite satisfying, or they've been there to feel safe, but are just want a change. So people who are ready for a change from their safe decisions.
So again, I wouldn't know how to refer somebody to you. That's a pretty vague, and I don't mean to be.
Yeah, no, this is my problem. This is good.
So I think you would find it easier. I think you would find it easier if you said, okay, what if and we'll just say this for instance, what if I picked business owners? What if I
I think I would probably pick employees, actually. Maybe who want to be business owners.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Even though I'm around so many business owners, but a lot of business owners are business owners because they've already taken the leap.
Kate has some. Kate?
So
Yeah,
that,
your phone.
I'm just unmuting myself. Vivian, something that came to mind was knowing a little bit about your background and your transition. I think that could be extremely powerful, because what someone had said to me once, and that makes a lot of sense, is an ideal client for you is actually someone that's like you or where it is that you were. So you went from being a massage therapist to stepping into your creativity in a whole new way and a whole new platform. And with the change that you've gone through in that, so it's like, because of what's happened in the last year, so many people have lost their businesses, right? And they're so stuck because they're so stressed out that they don't even know how to be creative, right? So addressing the pain point and making it really short and succinct, just like what Diane said, but think about yourself, because you are your ideal client. So then, as opposed to being really broad and vague, you can start to really get specific, because I can totally identify with where you came from. Totally. Right? And so I know that if I'm stressed out, my creativity sucks, because when we're stressed out, our creative brain shuts down. It disconnects us from God. It disconnects us from spirit, it disconnects us from our heart, and gets us busy in our head. So think about the pain and the suffering that you went through in your own change.
Well,
So,
another thing that I would consider, because it is such a huge thing, going back to the employees who want to be employers.
It is.
I would suggest, finding an industry. Where do you find, let's just say, I'm going to throw this out here, maybe teachers. They went into teaching, or nursing. They went into that because of the money, and they really don't have the heart to get into that. They really would be rather doing something else. And so if you could niche it down and find like an industry and find a hot spot, try a couple of different ones, work with a few of those to see if maybe that's your niche, and then, you got 12 months out of the year, you could find, I guarantee you can find a group of people that did this for this reason, but really would rather be doing something else. And I know I hear healthcare a lot. People saying, I went into that, or I went into law because I thought the money was going to be great, or, and I hate it. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yep. One of the things that, Ellie's one of my business coaches, and simple little statement that she made for niching down what my ideal client is. Your ideal client is the person you once were.
That's what I just said.
That's what Kate, that's what Kate's saying.
Just simplifying, it says who you once were.
Yeah.
That is who you need to niche it down, and describing different characteristics. And that's who your target is.
Pain points.
And that can be a great place, although I have known many people who that is not true for, but it is true for many, many, many people. And it's one way of niching down. And I will be the first person to say that the longer you're in business, the more niched you're going to become. You're going to find your niche, and then you're going to go, nope, narrower, 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 narrower. It's a process. So don't get too frustrated. Just know that it is a process.
Yeah, it's like dialing in the sights on the gun. You got to adjust.
Yeah.
Very good.
thank you.
Anybody else?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead, Richard.
So I'm a transformation coach, and I empower women through or going through divorce. And my point is, are you tired of being disappointed and angry? And would you like to feel peace, calm, and joy? And that's my.
So, Richard, I think you've dialed in pretty well, women divorced or going through divorce. And again, you may find that as the longer you're in this, I don't know how long you've been in it, you may find that it at the beginning of their divorce, the middle of the divorce, or after their divorce
Okay.
that you may find that you get the best results with. But I would encourage you to dial in more to their results. So what was it again that you said?
Are you tired of feeling disappointed and angry? Would you like to feel peace, calm, and joy?
Okay, so what, peace, calm, and joy. So I'm guessing if they are angry, some of the symptoms might be that they're yelling at their kids or they're yelling at coworkers. So what does, and people identify with symptoms of their situation, where they are in the pain, but also the symptoms of what that could be like. So in other words, peace, calm, and joy, well, those are kind of, as a friend of
Airy
mine,
fairy.
yeah. What would that mean for, and again, this is your decision, what would that mean for their work relationships? What would that mean for relationships with their children? Do these people have children? So that's where I would look. Where is the impact of the peace, calm, and joy going to be seen?
Okay. Yep.
And something that I'd like to add, just simply because I have a daughter just went through a divorce, the financial impact of that, of having deadbeat dads and all that stuff, their finances causes a huge amount of stress. So maybe you don't want to work with those people. Maybe you do want to work because if you want them to be able to pay you. I mean, there's a whole lot of myriad of things that I can think of for that divorcee that you might, drill down so that when you're coming in here, we know exactly who it is that you're looking for. Do you want a middle-aged woman that's divorced? You want somebody in their 20s who's got her whole life in front of her, or somebody who's, thinking they're at the end of their rope and daddy-o come home with a 20-year-old and you're 60? I mean, there's a million different scenarios, who's your daddy? And I mean, it's real. It's very real because these women are feeling different things in their life.
Yeah. It's generally, I would say, the 45 and plus, and there's a lot of unresolved anger and emotions because we were taught not to acknowledge our emotions growing up. And it's a deep-seated shame and guilt, and they don't even know. So it's trying to catch them in, you're right, the symptoms, what's going on in their life, their communications, repeated conflicts, repeated cycles. And I saw people at work that changed departments, same problem, new department.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So you have to talk about those symptoms.
Symptoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else you want to share?
I would like to.
Okay, go ahead. Is that LaDonna? Go ahead.
Yes. So when selling my products, when introducing my products, is it better to do one product at certain individuals or the entirety? Because where I get confused at is what I try to, talk to people, try to figure out where they're at, or because when I start talking, you can kind of figure out, are they wanting to lose weight, or do they have pain? Do they need energy? So is it better to focus on one of my items at a time or the entirety?
So LaDonna, I don't really know what kind of industry you're in or what your business is, but I'm guessing it's a product-based network marketing.
Yes, it's Revital You, and I sell different kinds of products.
Right.
Because it just seems like I can't get it narrowed down.
So you have to make a decision what your expertise is going to be. So I have been in multiple network marketing. I've been in, where's the Melaleuca man? Melaleuca, I've been in Send Out Cards, whatever. And those people that excel at these pick a real specific niche. So I remember in Melaleuca years and years ago, there was a lady and she became known as the poo lady. Okay. And her talk was all about you know, your digestion had to be in a certain way, and that's how your poo looked and whatever. That's all she talked about. And she really focused in. So again, who is it that you want to work with? Who is it that you want to help get results? So, yeah. I see Kay.
Okay.
And
Yeah. LaDonna, when you're talking to people, you want to ask them questions to find out what their need is, and then you want to be able to meet that need, because they don't want to buy anything they don't need. And so if you're presenting a bunch of products, then they look at it as you're just trying to sell me something.
Mhm.
So you really need
Gotcha.
to begin work, practice asking them questions to find out what that need is, and then show them what you have that can meet that need.
Absolutely.
there's Jessica.
Yeah, I can't keep my mouth shut
I was
too
gonna
long.
say.
All right, here it is. The key for what you do, LaDonna, and anyone in network marketing is always this question, because the second they know that you have products, they're going to do this because, oh crap, what am I going to have to buy? So what you have to start with is who do you know that might? I have this great thing that I use. Who do you know that has knee pain or struggles with? Because I really love an introduction. Because as soon as you start describing them or their symptoms or their whatever this great product solves, then they either are going to go, oh, wait, that's me. And then that's them raising their hand and stepping forward and not being pushed back by the presentation. Or it's oh, I know someone who's really challenging and going through a hard time right now because I'm good friends with it. Then they shared that with me, and they're not going to tell, Richard or Jeff or anybody else this terrible thing that's happening because they don't know that person. But I know that they're going through a big transition, or I know that they need Vivian's great creativity because they're stuck, so when you do who do you know that might be a great person for me to meet? That introduction and that description of the pain and the solution and the transformation you take them into is going to allow them to either raise their hand and go, wait, me, or it's going to have them say, hey, you really should talk to my aunt so-and-so because we just had this 3-hour conversation and she's down in the dumps, and maybe that tea will boost her spirits or pick her up or help her feel like she's doing something good for herself or whatever, so there you go. That's my 2 cents.
And that's
Perfect.
a great one. The thing is that I find
Perfect. Thank you.
in network marketing, when you are selling products, and it's just like when you're a coach or anything, what is the hook that you're going to bring them into your world with? What is the hook that's going to bring them in? But you need to keep that hook consistent. So somebody said, what was it that, who you are your ideal client, just, maybe down the road? Did you have an amazing use of these products? Maybe you love their makeup. Maybe you love their laundry soap. Maybe you loved something else. What was it that you loved that got you in? So maybe there's something there.
Another thing,
Okay.
LaDonna, that you have going for you is that new product that y'all have, the Revital You. With the pandemic and everything still going on, I've ordered it for me and my mom. My household, we do that every day, trying to get our water intake up and all of that stuff. And so that might be a lead off something. But like I was talking to Barry previously, when you come in here each week, now we have really great relationships in here and we know you, but we don't necessarily know about the different products and things. So each week when we're doing our pitch, you people who have products, your companies are product oriented, you need to be educating us on, again, these products, what they do, what they're good for. So that week we go out and our radar is going to be up looking for that particular person. Granted, you got 1,000 products, you can't go through all of them, but pick, like 3 And then each week, maybe for a month, focus on one of them, you know, like your Revital You. And, you know, give us something every week, something about that product or whatever that, you know, it's helping, or show us testimonial page or whatever. That way that's going to stick. Because I know somebody like Barry, you know, who has a variety of products, but if we can kind of zone in and be educated about what it is, we can be a better referral partner for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
This
listening.
is great. Thank you, guys.
Go ahead, Barry.
I say I'm listening
Oh,
and taking it all in. Because the one thing that, as everybody here knows, Diana, I don't sell anything. All I do is introduce people to our company so that they can go shopping themselves. You know that very well. So great coaching from everybody.
fantastic.
I challenge you on that, Barry.
You do sell something.
You do. You
Yeah,
help.
you are selling.
You
Yeah.
help people save money.
Okay.
And time.
Yeah.
And
So
I think, yeah,
have
And
you know,
effectiveness in their health.
high quality products, and you know, it's, you know, you're selling them a better product and lifestyle option.
And I think that's a
Excellent.
great idea. And that's a new insight for you, Barry, to lead in for that. And then you go into, you know, you don't really sell it. It's a, what is it that you say? It's not a buying decision. It is a
Shopping decision.
shopping decision,
Or
but
you
they
switch
have to,
stores.
but you know, in the beginning, like you said, you need to have some benefits out there to show. And I think everybody said, you know, Kate and Bruce, and I forget who the other person was, but we need to know what the benefits are, because you are selling something. You know, you're
Yeah.
just not putting yourself out as a salesperson, but you are selling us on the idea of, do you want these things? What are the benefits?
Like Barry, who do you know? I mean, the question could be, who do you know that's sick and tired of going to the store and standing in line, or especially now, like the last year, standing in line to get into, to go and buy your groceries, to go in and buy your cleaning products? Who do you know that's frustrated and sick and tired of doing that and would like fast, efficient delivery and environmental products on top of it? Or who do you know that cares about the environment enough and they're looking for products that are, you know, delivered right to their home? You know, specific things like that. Because when you say you have over 500 products, it's like, well, yeah, okay.
yeah,
So-
I think that's a great.
It's a different version of the niche question. Like, I'd be curious, you know, like, okay, great, but you know, you probably have favorites or customer favorites, you know, oh, is it a really good toothpaste? Is it a really good deodorant? Like, what is it that's the entree, you know?
Yeah. So different things. If you want to focus on time and money, that's two huge things for people. Where you focus, and then for us, you can actually bring up a different product, like Nancy was saying, bring up a different product every week, or a product line. You know, going to address the athletic person, want to address the, you know, whatever, you know, different people, and then that shows us specific products.
Thanks, Kate.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Like Kate said, you know, who wants to be lining up and carrying heavy bottles of Tide detergent? Right?
Standing in line. I hate standing in line. I can't stand standing in line.
So there's all kinds of good things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Juanita, would you like to work on yours?
You know, okay, so I've been following too, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I guess narrowing down the niche.
Well, one of the things that you and I talked about, this is a little higher class wine club. And so that's one thing to keep in mind when you're talking about who your target market is going to be. So, you know, Livia was talking about LinkedIn being a higher income, household income, and some other things. So maybe, again, you might pick a certain industry to start with, who you're going to go after, you know, or something like that, and just try it. You know, who's going to be your first initial, today's your launch. Let's figure out who we want to be, to go out there and promote this thing too.
And I thought about that. So, you know, my sorority sisters are always in there, you know, but Rotary Club is what I'm involved in. And I think that's a big one too. But it's almost like, you know, you're doing the wine thing. And I'm looking also at maybe some of these cooking clubs or some of these chefs that do these cooking classes and things. But oh gosh,
Also,
yeah, one of the big logos they have is Wine Unites. And it really does. And especially now, look at all, you know, we've had all these Zoom things the last year, and what are plenty of them? Happy hour.
yeah, well, Juanita, one of the things belonging to the local Chamber of Commerce, and back when we actually could get together for different events, when they'd have a, you know, either a happy hour, after hours event, or a grand opening of a new business, and that they have food and drinks. So target different businesses that maybe have an open house or chamber member. I mean, talk to the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, I am part of the Fort Walton Chamber of Commerce. And then I was getting ready to go join over in Pensacola, and I thought, I don't know. Do you all belong to lots of Chamber of Commerces, or do you get lots of business from that?
The Fort Walton Beach one is the best one that I have ever been involved with in my entire life, and I'm always involved. I would go and visit several times before, because we have a lot in our area, and some do co-sponsored events with all the other chambers, so you still would get a chance to network and not have to spend the money. Just saying. But I love the chamber.
Yes, I'm in the Fort Walton one too. So it's just been amazing, and they do support you a lot. And you know, Diana, I was watching how you were talking about, you know, your niche and the bigger and the small, and I thought, yeah, I really didn't even think this out. Just like, oh, okay, a new way of coming in there, getting some, and all I could think of is, you know, what has helped me in the past. And, you know, the majority of my business comes from referrals, my friends, other people who've used my business, or people I've worked with or I've known. So I get the referral that way. I don't think really I get a lot of it off of my Facebook or Instagram. I do put lots of information out there, but when I send out my monthly newsletter or my monthly sales info, that's when I get those messages back and said, hey, I saw this. I was thinking about, you know, going. And so I think maybe I just haven't thought out the wine part yet.
Well, Juanita has a travel company and primarily focuses on European travel.
So I think, you know, you combined the wine and the travel.
Yes.
You know, when you think about it, I'm guessing your ideal client for this is not somebody who goes to the liquor store and buys a box of wine or whatever. These are discerning people who want I don't know, you know,
yes.
Are they somebody who wants a particular wine with a particular meal? How do they want to enjoy their wine? So I think you have a little bit of research to do. If there are people that are traveling to Europe, like my husband and I a few years ago did a wine tour. Well, you know, it's not going to be the $5 bottle of wine.
No.
Right? So again, you've got to find a way to describe that person.
Yeah. And pretty much, I think, because these wines are not available in your local liquor stores, I think that's another thing to take in succession. And of course, one of the new wines that they just have, John Legend. So here you've got some, you know, some familiarity with movie stars and stuff. I thought, oh, wow, you know, but yeah, I think it's more the folks that are wanting to travel. It's more than likely the retired folks or folks that have a solid income that they don't have to worry about, you know, oh, are we going to get to go on vacation this year or not?
Yeah, but I could see you could do a whole thing. Let's do the wines of France or whatever.
Yeah, well, one of the vineyards is in France, and so that was one of the things I'll be probably focusing on is doing some virtual wine tasting. So I'll take you to the area where those wines are made.
Yeah.
Love
And then
that.
you're gonna see who's gonna show up.
Yes.
All right. Well, we are closing down on our time. Thank you so very much, Diana, for coming and joining us today. Lots of really great nuggets and help with that. Folks, right now we're working on our featured speakers for July and August. I still have July 16th and 23rd. So if you have an outstanding speaker, trainer, coach, somebody that has something that would be valuable for our group, please send them over to us. I'm always looking for great speakers that could bring value. Please let me know. Any questions or any comments before we go today?
I have raised my hand in the past. I'm happy to be a speaker at some point if you guys want to hear any more from me. God knows I don't shut up normally, but anyway.
Thanks, Jess. Anybody else?
Well, I would love to speak too.
Okay.
But I'm also thinking of a friend that I'll send to.
All right. And those of you, I've got some podcast opportunities next week, I think on Wednesday. So if you have not done that yet, get with me so that we can get that scheduled. That'll be next Wednesday.
Just booked mine.
Where's that link, Nancy?
I'll send it in your Eagle update so everybody
Yeah,
will
she
have it.
doesn't want me on the podcast either, clearly, because I rebooked with her. Like she had to reschedule like 5 times, totally dropped me out of the loop. Nancy,
Did we not ever do yours, Jess?
No, remember you rescheduled it and rescheduled it and rescheduled it. And I went,
we'll get it done. We'll get it done. I do remember that there was a
Wednesday.
fiasco
I'm there on
going.
Wednesday.
Crazy.
We'll get it done.
Diana,
a year ago.
Diana, you did a great job. Thank you.
Yes, Diana.
Yes,
thank you,
wonderful
Diana.
job,
Thank
Diana.
you.
Much
Do not
appreciated.
forget to save your chat.
Very amazing to have a discussion after a presentation. I think that was a brilliant idea, and we need to do that every single time.
All right. Thank you for the
That was
input.
fabulous. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy.
All right. Y'all
Thanks,
have
everybody.
a fabulous weekend.
Woohoo!
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.